Good.
Hey guys, welcome to week 4 of the Open, and me and Sasha are here to give you guys tips and tricks for 16.4 for you guys to be able to prepare and execute the workout to be able to achieve your goals this week.
So first thing we're going to talk about is the warm-up. So for this WOD, I would recommend doing about 10 minutes of cardio before, like as soon as you get into the gym, not hard, like 60 to 70% just on the Aerodyne or on the rower, just to get your blood flowing. And then you want to do quite a bit of mobility as well. So for mobility, we'll have a link under the video that you can click on with our PT Joseph, and he takes you through a few exercises, but you really want to make sure that your hips are nice and loose. We're going to do a lot of squatting with the wall balls. Make sure that your back is loose as well, your hamstrings and your shoulders. So spend some time with the foam roller, spend some time doing activation, crossover symmetry, all that good stuff. And I would recommend before you start just going through one condensed round of the workout at the actual weight. So I would do 10 deadlifts at 155, 225, 10 wall ball, 10 calorie row, 10 handstand push-ups to the standard that you're going to use for the workout, just nice and quick. Just to get a feel for it, get the blood pumping. Do that about 5 minutes before you start the WOD.
In terms of the deadlifts, guys, that's going to set the tone for the rest of your workout, okay? So really make sure that you guys aren't grinding out reps from the beginning. You shouldn't get to a place where your grip's getting tired or you're getting fatigued, you're almost hitting failure, okay? So smaller, faster sets is going to be the key here. So know about what your rep count is in terms of the deadlifts to where you start getting tired and go a couple reps under that. So if you are a regionals level athlete, you should be breaking this up into about 4 to 5 sets, okay? If you're an open level athlete, you want to make sure you keep that rep count under 10 reps, okay? So go by feel. So if you prepare a game plan in terms of what numbers you want to hit for your deadlifts, and you start finding that you're really starting to gas out right away, reassess your game plan and take those reps down a little bit, okay? And like I said, do not grind out your reps. You want to make sure that once you get to your wall balls, you're feeling fairly fresh, okay?
Yeah. Perfect. So at the wall ball, hopefully your heart rate is nice and low because you broke up those deadlifts appropriately. You don't want to be gassed by the time you get there. And same idea here, it's the theme of the WOD, smooth, short, quick sets. So for this, create a game plan before you go in and stick to it. The key is to make them smooth and time your rest. So give yourself 5 to 10 seconds, no more than 10 seconds between sets. You can always pick up the wall ball and do another rep. It's just a matter of willpower to pick it up. For regional level athletes, you guys should be doing your wall balls between 2 to 4 sets. When I did the workout, I broke it up into 4 sets. I did 20, 15, 8, 7. That worked really well. I could keep moving. My breaks were super short. And then open level athletes, you want to try to keep it under 6 sets if you can. If wall ball is something that you really struggle with and you need to break it up more than that, you can, but 55 is a very manageable number of reps. So you should be able to do it in under 6 sets for sure. And like I said, no more than 10 seconds on reps. There's a lot of transitioning in this workout and you need to keep those transitions nice and quick. And with wall balls, if you need to look at the clock and check for 5 seconds, 7 seconds before you pick up the wall ball, do it or time it yourself, but you need to be strict with yourself on that rest.
Awesome. With the rower, guys, this is a chance for you guys to kind of gather your bearings, make sure you're recovered for your handstand push-ups. Okay, the handstand push-ups are kind of the game changer in this workout, so you guys want to be really smart about how you're rowing. So first things first, make sure that your feet are set up to row so that you can just slide your feet right in, strap them in, start rowing. Okay, your damper needs to be set. If you're a guy, you're going to keep that damper under 8. You don't want to be pulling so hard to where you're getting fatigued. And then if you're a woman, make sure you keep that damper under 6. Okay? Take the first few calories of your row to recover. So 5 to 10 calories, just kind of get a nice steady pace, try to gather your bearings. And then what you can do is you can start to step up the pace. If you're a guy, about 1,200 for if you're strong and big, okay? If not, obviously you can adjust as you go, so maybe like 1,000 to 1,100. And then for the women, about 800 to 950 calories. Okay, make sure you stay under 1,000. 1,000 for a fairly strong female rower is actually going to push you over the top. So just make sure that you guys are maintaining a pace here that's allowing you to recover. Okay, on the rower, make sure that you guys are breathing. Okay, nice deep breaths. Big long pulls, okay, use your length here and relax your arms on the way back. This is a chance for you guys to recover. If you are starting to feel like you're gassing out on the rower, slow your pace down a little bit so that you can feel fresh for the handstand push-ups, because that's going to be the game changer here, okay?
Yeah, and the tiebreaker time is after the row, so you really need to think about your personal game plan. If those deadlifts are super heavy for you and your goal is just to get to the wall for the handstand push-ups, and this tiebreaker time is going to be a big deal, then you're going to want to go a little bit harder on that row. If you're going to get to the wall with lots of time, you don't want to gas out here. So you need to adjust this based on your personal capacity, okay? So we'll move down a little bit. We're going to talk about handstand push-ups next. So same thing here, small, quick sets. The key here is quick. If you are spending a ton of time upside down, under tension, it's not going to bode well for you long term. So you do not want to be grinding out reps. You do not want to be resting on your head, okay? So go up, do quick sets, come down. You're going to be a lot more effective that way. Flexing your heels. So the standard for the open is a measurement with your hands up, and that the only standard is that your head needs to touch the ground and your heels need to go above the line that has been measured. So when you do your handstand push-ups, we're all used to pointing our toes into a hollow body, but you actually need to flex your heels up. So practice some of those reps if that's not something you're accustomed to doing. Hopefully, like all the women in the WCP program have been practicing that in prep for the open to flex those heels. But if that's not something normal for you, get used to it before the workout starts. Don't let your first set of handstand push-ups be no reps because you're not flexing your heels, okay? It's gonna feel a little bit different than what you're used to. Hand placement is really important. You need to figure out before the workout where your hands need to be for your heels to easily get over that line. We like to tape a box on the mats that we use so that when I'm tired, I know exactly where my hands need to be so that I can get over the line. And if you're getting no rep, walk your hands in. As you get tired, inevitably your heels are gonna be lower and lower. So if you're getting no rep, just bring those hands in about an inch on each side. Like as I said earlier, everything is prepping for the handstand push-ups. So this is where the workout is gonna be won or lost. If you blow up on your handstands, you're done. So the key here is to be smart with your sets. So through every movement in this workout, I was prepping myself mentally for the handstand push-ups. So, and if you get through these handstands and you get to round 2, book it. You're probably not gonna have that much time, and go for it. Get as many deadlifts as you can. Every rep is gonna count here.
In terms of equipment, you guys, obviously your nanos for this workout, you guys don't need lifting shoes, okay? With the belt, just be mindful of how long you guys are taking to take this belt off and putting it back on, okay? I've seen a couple people take a really long time to put their belt back on, strap it in, that could be a couple reps right there, okay? So if you're using a belt, be very strategic about how quickly you're putting it on and off, okay? And with your hand measurement, okay, we really, Sasha emphasized spending 10 minutes on mobility at the beginning of the workout, okay? The goal of this is to make sure that you guys are really warming up your shoulders and your lats, okay? Everybody's gonna be using that lat retraction to get an advantage in terms of how you're doing your handstand push-ups, okay? So make sure that your lats are nice and warm so that when you guys go to set up, you can pull these lats down, retract these lats, make sure they're nice and loose to try to give yourself as much advantage as you can during the workout, okay? And fast transition. So make sure that when you guys are coming off the wall that you're right back on quick. Deadlift, same thing. Give yourself 5 second, 4 second, 3, 2, 1, right back on.
Yeah, and getting in and out of your rower as well. I see people waste so much time here all the time. So slip both feet in at the same time, tighten and go. Yeah, and same getting out. As soon as you get out of that rower, you should be on to the handstand push-ups. Like if you watched the open announcement last night, those girls were off the rower and right onto the wall. That's the goal, is to walk from movement to movement without having to rest before you start.
Awesome.
Good luck this week, guys.
Pretty good luck.